Hello and welcome. It's time to take back the castle. To start the quest, just talk to Preston.
Hey, got a sec?
Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
I sure think we do.
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
So Preston will leave and head for the castle, and we're gonna follow, but we will quick travel. The castle is located east and south of Diamond City, at the tip here, and we have to meet the Minutemen a little bit in front of the castle. So I'm gonna go to Gwinnett Restaurant and just go there. So what we're looking for is Ivan's. It's a little bar in front of the castle, basically. And we're gonna meet up with the Minutemen inside.
Hey there.
Everyone's here, General. There it is. Pretty impressive, huh? Its real name is Fort Independence, but the Minutemen always just called it the castle. Now you can see why I wanted to take it back.
Definitely. For 600 years old, it's in pretty good shape.
That's right. They don't make them like they used to. We take this place back, people will know we mean business. Our primary objective is to clear the courtyard. That's where we should see the most opposition. The wall on this side is the most exposed. But if we circle around south, we could also reach the main gate.
What are we waiting for? Let's just get in there and shoot those lobsters.
No. If we split up, we can flank them from both sides. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel.
Why not let them come to us? We set up a firing line on this side, and you can draw them out.
Well, General, what do you think?
I'll go for a pincer.
Let's hit them from both sides.
We'll split up, and you can join whichever side you think needs the extra support. All right, people. You heard the General. Let's move out. Try not to draw their attention until we're in position.
So we're gonna follow up.
This must have been one heck of a circus when the Minutemen were in town.
Alright, let's clear the courtyard. Now there will be a lot of Mirelurks there that we will have to take care of.
All right! The mole rats will see. Bring in the bay!
Take care of the eggs so they will spawn more.
What the hell was that?
And now things will start to get interesting.
there's anything left of the old transmitter. I can't believe we actually managed to take that thing down.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
Well, that's a good
So
start.
over here we'll have the
We can
workshop.
do it. I'm gonna go see what else is left around.
Now we
this
just need
place.
to build it up like we always do. So we got the whole castle powered up. We got enough power to run the radio station. We even had some turrets set up for defense and some plans for food. What does Preston Garvey think of that?
Okay, let's rest a second.
Wow, we really did it. I've been watching the Minutemen fall to pieces for so long, Now we've got to pay off on what we've started. Bring the whole Commonwealth together and make it last this time. So, you know, back to business. But with Radio Freedom up and running, we can broadcast alerts to you anywhere, anytime. Which reminds me, I've got another trouble spot for you to check out. I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened by raiders. I'll mark it on your map. Go find out what they need. We could use more settlements supporting our cause.
So here we are back at the castle. We've waited a little while in game and now we're heading back into the castle and we're gonna look for Ronnie Shaw. Some new Minutemen arrived and she is among one of them. And she will help us set up artillery, which is, by the way, a very useful tool in game.
Hi.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Here I am. What did you need?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minutemen. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the idiots took over.
Glad to meet you. We can use some more veterans around here.
Ah, well, you're right about that. I feel like some of these you've got still may need their diapers changed.
I'd still like to hear what you came to talk to me about.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
The Minutemen are the good guys again. People are starting to realize that.
I've heard some good things. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
We can always use more experienced soldiers.
Yeah, you're not kidding. But I had something more specific in mind. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you.
So Ronnie will take us to the armory, but it is locked. So now it's just a matter of following her around and see what happens.
Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion.
Again, we're following Ronnie, this time to the other side of the castle. And we have to find a way to open that door.
This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory. Tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it.
So we need to clear all the rubble. The easy way to do that is to open the workshop. Then select scrap and clear the rubble that's blocking our path. And lo and behold, a
Let's
path
get down
opens
there
up and we
see
can
if
get in
there's
there.
still a way through.
Once below, be wary of mines. There are mines placed everywhere.
Pretty dark down here. We better watch our step.
I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic.
Right now it's a matter of just following the path, clear the mines, and do mind there are some critters here, and there's a turret up ahead also.
Well, I'll be. I would have never guessed the Sarge was sitting down here. Down first. What about it?
So now that the Sarge is taken out, there's no longer any threat, and we can continue on to the inside of the castle. There is a terminal. We cannot access it. Ronnie Shaw has to open the door for us.
Let's see. I used to know this password. One if I land. Nah, that's not it. For the Commonwealth. Ah, darn it. Oh, it's been a long time. United we stand. Yeah, that was it.
So now we're back inside the castle walls. This is actually the other side of the steel door we saw earlier, and we can open it this time by pushing the button. And we now have access to the armory, where we can find the schematic for the artillery.
Okay, here we are. Told you I'd get us in here. Now, let's see what kinds of goodies are left.
So this is the armory. You can take anything you like from here. But the most important thing we actually need here are the schematics for the artillery.
Excellent. The armory's still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. And the cream of the crop, schematics for building artillery.
The artillery schematic.
I have to admit, Ronnie, having artillery would help out quite a bit.
Oh, we used to rain down fire on Deathclaws and super mutants alike. It was a glorious thing. All right, let's get going. Don't forget to grab some smoke grenades, too.
Now that we have the schematic, we can actually build the artillery. We also need some flares that we're going to need to mark the artillery location, and you can find those in the yellow box. Just take them from the box, and they also replenish every time you go back to the castle, so you have an infinite amount of flares that you can use. Now we're going back to the courtyard, and we can actually build the artillery. The way the artillery can be built is by going into the workshop. You open the workshop, you go back to the main menu, and all the way to the left you now have a special section where you can build the artillery. I'm going to head up to one of the artillery locations at the top, and I'm going to build artillery in one of the cornerstones. From then on we can use artillery to rain down death on our enemies, but of course we have to test it first. So I've built one of the artillery units right here. Now we just need to assign someone to this artillery because it requires a person to operate. Just open the workshop and head down to a settler, or in this case a Minuteman, so that the artillery can be manned. Here we have a lucky volunteer. Just press the command button. We go back to the artillery, up the stairs. We point at the artillery, and then we select Assign. The artillery is now assigned and we can now use the artillery. So let's see what Ronnie Shaw has to say about that. Let's find her and report back.
General.
Hey there.
Looks like you've got everything we need. Gosh darn, it's good to see artillery here again. So here's the thing about the big guns. They can't fire at anything too close.
Right, now we're gonna follow Ronnie Shaw to the test site, which is just outside the castle. And we're gonna lob some artillery at a building present there. So let's have a look.
First, we better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting what we're aiming at.
So we are now at the test location just outside the castle. We're going to use a little cafe as a target. In order to use the artillery, you have to equip these smoke grenades. They are equipped like regular grenades, so let's equip them now. Next we want to tune in to Radio Freedom. That way when we throw the smoke grenade we can actually hear the confirmation. Once tuned in to Radio Freedom, we can throw a smoke grenade on the building and we can see if the artillery works. Just throw a grenade inside the building and stand back a little bit. I'm going to stand back on this little pedestal here so we can have a good view of what's about to happen. We can see the smoke rising up and we should get confirmation soon.
You might want to stand back. You know, just in case. Artillery support. Use it wisely, General.
Well, it looks like the artillery works, which means we can now use artillery in the field. While the coverage is quite nice, it doesn't cover the entire Commonwealth. However, you can build other artillery units on other settlements. Just go to a workshop, look under special, and there you can build an artillery. You can actually assign someone to the artillery, and from then on the artillery will also be used from that settlement. This would give you coverage pretty much all over the Commonwealth.